I am here just to show you my analysis right now on SPX, the S&P 500. I know there's been some talk of a possible downward break and everyone's a little bit nervous. I have also, full transparency, have switched a lot of my portfolio to cash as well, looking to really hone in on those buys that contribute to my income dividend portfolio, just to reduce exposure and reduce the amount of uncertainty that's currently in my portfolio. Still hold some value stocks, but I thought it was very interesting technical analysis to see this uptrend break. I've been tracking this uptrend for quite a while now. I originally had it plotted like this, as such. It came back, hit this resistance, it broke down, and completely went directly right through it. Found some support, traveled back up, and I adjusted it slightly for it to be in line with this trough. And so if you plot this line and you go back to the candles, this is again the 4-hour analysis, you'll see that it bounced off this line, off support, although in the line graph it doesn't look like it even touches. As far as the 4 hours concerned, it did actually bounce off that level, and as you can see, it really had a hard time getting through that level, right? That puts us where we were, I think, Wednesday, which we had a positive day and a little bit of a red day, a little bit of a red sign. This is actually, if you look at the retracement levels of the move down, you'll see that the retracement levels, right, is the Fibonacci sequence. It aligns perfectly with the 60% levels. Again, these are very attractive zones for people who are shorting. They usually get new market participants. As you can see, this also aligned with an area of resistance. Although that's minor resistance, this is definitely a resistance that's worth, that's noteworthy, especially on the daily. But nevertheless, this is when I was calling short. I believe on Wednesday afternoon, going into Thursday. So Wednesday afternoon again, it collapsed a bit. I was hedged, went pretty well. Kind of hung during this pattern line, and the next couple days it really just collapsed even further down. This is like a little bit of an M pattern. You could say this is a W pattern, however this is slanted downward, so I don't really like the bullishness right now of this chart. But as you can see here, price has entered what appears to be some sort of channel, right? Which is pretty interesting because, again, this is probably the first time I plotted a channel for SPX. But as you can see, if it hits the top of this channel, it finds resistance, trying to break upwards, really having a hard time. Came back down, tested the bottom of support, came back up again, came back down again. So I expect price to just start consolidating down here. And really just, let's see if I can get a line real quick. Okay, let's use this. Just to start consolidating, maybe make a couple move down, back and forth, consolidating on this pattern line. And this could be Armageddon right there, right? This is what a bid is hoping for. Or it can just come back up and test this resistance line again to potentially come back down. I don't see us breaking this upper band, or at least a 60% for a considerable amount of time. It's possible we break this 60%. But if you think about where we are relative to where we were, which in February we were at the highs of 3,400 or so, it's hard to say that the economy will be producing even close to what it was, even if the coronavirus vaccine would be produced tomorrow. I think it's fair to assume that we'll get caught in these type of channels. I'm not saying that this is going to be an everlasting channel, but I think it's safe to assume that we'll be caught in a little channel for quite some time, right? Maybe variations of this or variations of resistance until we get some real economic productivity going in our economy. But again, it's very interesting how this thing is about 60% pullback. People who are calling short, and this is why everyone's going crazy, especially when you look at the articles. I mean, this has the potential to really make a downward move if it breaks this channel as well, right? Maybe some consolidation and a downward move as I illustrated here. But yeah, this is my breakdown analysis. Hope you enjoyed.